Welcome back, trainers, and here we are. We're going to be taking a look at Shadow Mawile. Seeing that I've made it a household name, let's go ahead and actually use it. So we're not going to be having it equipped as our best buddy for the first few battles here. I do believe the first battle where we're going to have it equipped, which it's going to land at 1,499, is going to be the trainer that does have the Slowpoke shirt, so keep an eye out for that. With that said, we're going to be pairing it up with Frostlass and Qwilfish. But then I decide to take off Qwilfish. I'm going to tell you, Qwilfish is so good. It's just you can't run it with too many squishy Pokemon. Frostlass is a bit squishy. Shadow Mawile, it's squishy as well. It has its amazing resistances, but you have to have a tank on your team. So what we're going to do is swap out Qwilfish later on for Whiscash, something I really don't showcase on this channel too much. It's amazing Pokemon, I just don't really use it too often, but it did work amazing with the team once I did take out Qwilfish. So with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have. Horrible IVs on the Qwilfish. It is what it is. Frostlass is pretty tanky. It's ranked very nicely. I do believe Mawile is just, chef's kiss. So with that said, let's see what we have going on. If you do enjoy my videos, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on. And remember, I do have a second channel where I am messing around with Digimon V-Pets. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. I upload once in a while. It's kind of hard, uploading 2 videos on this channel and then a video over there. But I've done it before, so if you're interested, go for it. Anyways, let's get into this. Throwing in the Mawile to catch this charge move here. Very nice. And coming in with the Qwilfish to finish off the Sableye. Let's get it into the next battle. Full commentary. Let's go. Alright, so we're going to be met with an XL Sandshrew, Alolan, and well, that's still an Ice type. They don't really want to see a Fire Fang Mawile, so they're going to be swapping into Qwilfish, in which we do bring in our Frostlass here. There's a few battles where I do make a not the best swap in, it happens, and it's kind of fun to see how I'm going to recover the battle, but for this one, it's perfectly fine here. We do have the Qwilfish still on the team. I guess we could have went into that, but we'll figure it out here. So we're at it, getting a shield from them, and I do believe we're going to want to shield this up here. And maybe we can get 2 shields from them. I do believe that's the goal here. And if that's the case, then, hey, we're going to be looking okay, I suppose. Not the best. They're letting it go through, which I prefer, to be honest with you. I didn't really want that uphill battle if they double shielded that thing. So they're going to be bringing back the Sandshrew. We're going to go ahead and instantly swap here and let this charge move go through and save the last shield for the Qwilfish. So what do they have back there? It's going to be a Dragonair. So we're going to go straight for the Iron Head. There is no point to go for the Power Punch. Do as much damage as we can here. And we're still locked, so we're just going to have to continue on. But since we have such a massive resistance to Dragon Breath, or just Dragon in general being Steel and Fairy, we're able to get to the Power Punch and take the win with like 2 HP. Shadow Mawile, let's get it, folks. Let's go. Alright, into the next battle, we're met with an Obstagoon. Now, this is not the best. Power Punch is going to hurt, and Fire Fang is going to add up, especially after we do vamp up our attack. So Cross Chop is digging in here, so we're about lower than half. They are going to be making a swap. We did not use a shield. Going for a Power Punch on the Nidoqueen, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just swap into our Qwilfish here, and we're going to be looking pretty good with that spammy Aqua Tail. So as you can see, the swap in for the Whiscash later on for the Qwilfish is still going to make for a pretty good team here. We're going to be dropping all weaknesses to Confusion, right? Because of the poison typing on the Qwilfish, as well as ground. Well, Mawile's still going to be weak to ground, but we do have the Frostlass to kind of deflect that. Anyways, we're going to be going for an Avalanche here. Let's see if we... Alright, they're going to be shielding it up using that first shield. Now, obviously, if a Night Slash gets through, that's going to be doing a lot of damage. Now, while the counter is not necessarily doing super effective damage because we are part Ghost, the Ice typing is allowing it to do a decent amount of damage, and it is adding on, and it is not even getting stats. So what we're going to do is swap into our Mawile here, trying to maybe catch or something like that, but they go into their Muck, and we're going to go ahead and build up to the Iron Head. At this point, we're perfectly fine going for this here. Great, we're getting it through because there's no more shields. Oh yeah. And we're going to go ahead and bring in that Frostlass here, get to the Avalanche, and this is going to take the win for us here. So we're looking good. This team's doing pretty good for us here. Good old trusty Shadow Mawile. Now, the reason why I haven't been using it so much, I've got a back catalog of dozens of videos using this thing, right? And I don't want it to get too washed out, too played out, right? So we got to give it a little bit of a break. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have been using it. I just haven't been uploading all the videos, right? Like I've said, there's so many test battles that I do that just simply don't make it because the teams are just so out there, so wacky and wild and unbalanced that I'm trying to see if I can pull something off here. They're not necessarily to help you take wins, but to entertain you, right? You know the drill. Anyways, we're taking them out. In comes a Wigglytuff. Oh boy, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Avalanche here. And we're getting a shield, swapping into our Quillfish. We're looking pretty good. And they have a Quilladin. Okay, so that really threw me off here, but that's fine. We're just going to go straight for the Sludge Wave. And we're landing that. Fantastic. Bringing back that Wigglytuff. And I don't really want to go for the poison because, well, they're going to shield it up. Exactly. Now, can we get there? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, that sucks, folks. Now, at this point, I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to be able to pull this off, but really cutting it close here. Don't think they're going to be able to get to another charge move. No way. So, yeah, it was a little close, but still, we won it. Sometimes you just get a little greedy. I think you need to get to a specific charge move, and then it ends up being a horrible situation. Anyways, into the next battle, we're met with an Olomola. Now, this battle here, okay, I had to show it. Bad lead, swapping into Frostlass, and they're going into Shadow Mawile. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh, it's GG. Okay, you got me. That's why I got to show it. Showcasing my, Shadow Mawile, and somebody using it. Let's get it. So they're going to be farming us down. They're probably, I would assume anybody using Shadow Mawile, when they do face me and they whoop my butt with it, they're probably laughing, as they should be. All right, so here we go. I already knew this was completely over, but I just kind of wanted to let them, melt us away here. All right, and Power Punch, and they finish us off. I back out after that. I was like, yeah, okay. I'll let you take out my Mawile, but I'm not going to suffer that much. I can't stand it. No! All right, next battle, bad lead. Okay, what do? Swap into Frostlass. Is that the best situation? Could it went into Quillfish? Whatever, we'll figure it out. So they did swap into Wigglytuff to probably try to catch a Shadow Ball because, well, Avalanche is not very effective to water, but we went for Avalanche anyways, so they got a nice little surprise. Now we're going to be getting a shield out of them. Can we get to another Avalanche? And lag. So I don't think so. I don't think so. Even with that lag there, yeah, I think we would have still went down. But anyways, bringing in the Mawile, we're going to go ahead and farm down. That's pretty good. Nice. No problem. You're going to come back with Blastoise. We're instantly going to swap into Quillfish to absorb this Hydro Cannon without using a shield here. Beautiful. What are they going to come back in here with? And it's their own Frostlass. So now we're going to have to just spam Aqua Tail because, well, Poison's not very effective here. And I'm thinking, I'm going to have to pull off a little catch situation with the Mawile, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to catch looks like they're running Crunch. Very interesting. And yeah, that still works. I mean, yeah, do what you got to do. So we're going to go ahead and get another one of these off. And we have to time it perfectly here to throw in the Mawile. And here we go. Beautiful. Excellent. I don't care if it's a Shadow Ball, probably an Avalanche, or Crunch. Crunch, yeah, that's right. So they're bringing back in Blastoise. We're going to go straight for Iron Head, which is not very effective, but that's just what we're going to do. We need to tack on as much damage as possible here. And they could have maybe farmed us down, but I think that their health was going down. They're getting a little nervous. Would have put them in a better situation. I'm just giving tips. I'm not saying I should have done it. Just a helpful reminder. But who am I to say anything? We're actually getting to the Aqua Tail, like with 1 HP. So this is a close battle here. We're taking the win with a shield left. So we're really being stingy with those. Anyways, into the next battle here. Let's see. Oh, a Lickitung. Okay, it's this battle. That's right. So that's an XL, and I'm going to have to say this is a good situation for us, right? So let's see how it works out, though. We don't want our Frostlass to go up against that thing. Okay, so they're going to be swapping into Sableye. We're going to go ahead straight for the Iron Head here. Can we land it? Nope, we're getting a shield. That's not too good, but that's fine. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Frostlass here. And yeah, maybe Quillfish would have been a better... would have probably been a better option than going up against the Sableye here, but it is what it is. We're already in here. Going for a Shadow Ball, taking them out. They're coming in with a Crustle, and yeah, there's some counters here. So you're going to go ahead and go Avalanche before we do go down, doing a lot of damage. That's really nice. So what do? Go in here with Mawile or Quillfish? I think we're going to go Quillfish, and farm down is not going to happen. Rock Slide's going to hurt. Letting it go through it is an X-Scissor, so that's great. Able to get to this Aqua Tail. I figured I better hit it before they hit some sort of Rock Slide here in a minute, and we're taking them out. One shield left, swapping into Mawile. This is getting a little bit close. Now, what they did before they retreated in the beginning with the Lickitung is they actually had extra energy, almost another Body Slam. So they're not like trying to get to their charge moves here. They've got that energy stacked up and they're ready to go. They know what they're doing here. So this is pretty much a loss because we'll hit this Aqua Tail, we'll get a shield, and we're going to get to our Aqua Tail right as they get off their other Body Slam. Because we're going to shield this up, right? Look how close this is. Look at that. We had it. So good game. You got me. Very nice. And taking us out with that Body Slam. Alrighty. Some of these games, I get pretty frustrated, but some of them are just straight yeah, I lost. You got me. You know, somewhat of a decent matchup at the beginning. Swap wasn't the best, but hey, it works out, right? You can't just get bitter about every battle. Anyways, into the next match here, and we're going to be seeing a swap. And now we have Mawile versus Sableye here. So since we do resist dark, it's... yeah, sure, we resist dark, but do we really? You see that damage? Still hurts quite a bit. So we're getting to a power-up punch here. And not quite taking him out. Now watch this. I had to take a big risk. There was a Fire Fang that went through. Now check it out. Bam. It is gone. So you have to actually know if you were able to connect that before they hit their charge move. And I was just gambling there. So good thing we did, otherwise it would have been a complete waste. Bringing in Frostlass up against the Golbat here. Gonna try to get off the Avalanche, but they're getting to the charge move first. We cannot mess around, and shielding up the Shadow Ball correctly, so that's pretty good on us. Gonna go ahead and go for the Avalanche here, and they're letting it go. What's in the back? It's a Obstagoon. So we're gonna go ahead and swap. We're using the Whiscash now. This is such a funny Pokemon, right? Extremely weak to grass, and that's why we do have the Mawile as well as the Frostlass to protect it, just in case we do run into those grass types. So they're going for that. This thing's tanky, and it doesn't even have the ideal IVs as well. It's a pretty decent IV. Obviously, you want the lower attack, so you can have more of a bulky situation going on. And if you're still out of the loop about how all that works, briefly, I will tell you, having lower attack for Pokemon that are going to be in the Great League and the Ultra League with a CP that is going to surpass that specific league. So for instance, Frostlass. Just throwing this one out because I'm using it. If you are using a Frostlass, you want lower attack so you can maximize the bulk. Now, why does it maximize the bulk? Because the lower attack is going to enable you to reach a higher level, which is going to be a better defense product all around, right? So without any more complications, let's just end it there. There's so much on YouTube online about it. Anyways, we have the Frostlass up against the Drifblim because they took us out with that Shadow Ball. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. I straight up thought I was going to lose this, but I was just entertaining the match. Let's just see how it plays out. So that Shadow Ball was just end game. So we're going to go ahead and swap, and they bring in their Lantern here as we swap, and they realize, whoa, crap, I lost. So it was going to be me backing out, but it ended up them backing out. So don't quit all your matches, even if you think you lost. Next battle, we're met with a Dragonite. Oh boy, Ren. Oh boy, let's go. I love to see those dragons with Mawile. It's not too often in the Remix Cup. So we're going to go straight Power Up Punch after building up to Iron Heads. Can we get a shield? Oh my gosh. Now, I do shield up because I was fearing an Outrage. I was fearing a Hurricane. I wasn't counting, okay? Yeah, okay, yeah. Dragon is so resisted. Look at that. Look at Dragon Claw. Are you kidding me? Let's go. So we're going to farm this thing down. We're going to let the other Dragon Claw go through because it's definitely not an Outrage or a Hurricane and still not doing much. We had to be really careful here because of the swap and taking us out. So we're going to go straight for the Power Up Punch. Could have went for Iron Head, but we got a shield anyway and did a little bit more damage with Fire Fang. And just going to bring in the Frostlass here and get to that Avalanche. I did tap it right as they hit. There's unfortunately we could have farmed down. So a little bit of a wasted energy situation here. We're not going to hit any of the bubbles. It doesn't matter. The thing's too squishy anyways. And it goes down. And they have a Melmetal in the back. We're just going to swap into Whiscash. And we're looking so good here. If we had a Quillfish, it would have been GG's for us. Not going to win. But since we have a Whiscash, it's going to be easy money. So if they're trying to catch here, it doesn't matter. Going to take them out. And in comes the Melmetal. They do stop attacking here. I'm going to call that as a surrender. I'm not going to call it as lag. Because they do hit a superpower. They're like, wait a minute, this idiot's trying to farm me down. No, I'm going to go superpower. So yeah, they hit us with a superpower, and then I hit my charge move in case they have another one in the back here. Or maybe they were gaining energy behind the scenes and I just didn't see it. Nothing to do with a hack or anything. It's just sometimes GBL doesn't show when your opponent's gaining energy because it's broken. Anyways, into the next battle here. We have a Machamp. It's not the best. Not the best. Don't like it. We still do good damage, but Champ's just a boss. Shadow or non. Counter is just strong move. Cross Chop's going to hurt us as well. It doesn't matter if we're Fairy because we do have that mixture of Steel and also Shadow. So going for a Power Punch, so letting it go through. I hate it when they don't shield that up. And we're going to be kind of forced to just let the Mawile go. Unfortunately. We could have thrown in the Frostlass to catch that, but, you know, you get countered by fire or something. Or Wigglytuff. It's not really a counter, but anyways. Going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb after building up to Blizzard. Maybe we'll get a shield. Oh, fantastic. All right, now we're going to go ahead and go for the Blizzard here. And I'm suspecting them to shield up twice. Yeah, Yeah, definitely. So going to go ahead and bring in the Frostlass at this point, and they have a Jirachi in the back, so this is absolutely beautiful. We're going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, and we're absolutely not going to be building up any extra energy. There's no need to do that. In comes the Wigglytuff here, and we're going to go Avalanche, and I'm thinking, am I going to be able to get to another one here? We have Whiscash. You know, we already got all that health down and basically have won this, so they go play rough, and then Powder Snow, take the win. Looking good, folks. Let's keep it moving here. Halfway through the video. Into the next one, we're met with a Beedrill. And this is an absolutely beautiful situation to be put in here. We have to look out for Drill Run. They're swapping into a Mandibuzz, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Frostlass. If you're thinking, whoa, what are you doing? That's dark. Yeah, well, Avalanche. So we're going to give them the illusion as if we have two here, so it'd be a pointless situation to shield it up. So yeah, beautiful. They're letting it go. And in comes a Sableye. Instead of going for Shadow Ball and using up all that energy, we might get a shield. So we're just going to go Avalanche here, but they're letting it go through, so it doesn't really matter. We're perfectly okay. Since we did dig into that first Pokemon, as well as taking out the other one, this one's pretty much gone. They're using their first shield, and we pretty much have won. Going to go ahead and let that go down. Well, there's nothing we can do. They just straight up farmed us. Bringing in the Whiscash to just absorb these charge moves. And unfortunately, we were not able to take them out here, so we're just going to have to let this go. Foul play doing quite a bit. In comes Beedrill, and we're simply going to hit Power Up Punch. Obviously, that's not going to do much, but we're probably going to still get a shield out of them because that's their last Pokemon, and they don't want to risk it. They don't know if it's an Iron Head or not. And, well, the Fire Fang is going to be able to finish them off here. You gotta love that Mawile, folks. That Shadow Mawile is the best. You see why it's my mascot. Let's keep it going here. On to the next battle here. Let's see what we're going to be met with this time. And Beedrill again. Okay, sounds good, algorithm. They have a Blastoise in the back, swapping into our Frostlass here. And the reason why we go into Frostlass is because, well, I mean, Whiscash doesn't really want to see a Blastoise, let's be honest here. So we're building up a lot of energy here. Going to go for the Avalanche to, you know, Shadow Ball is going to hurt you a lot. And we get a shield. All right, now we're going to go straight for the Shadow Ball here. Don't think this is going to quite KO, but it is... Nah, not quite. Blastoise is a tank. So we don't want to shield this up. Absolutely not. We're going to go in here and farm, I do believe, with the Whiscash. It's going to be a decent amount of farm to get off of the Blastoise here. Seeing that it's not the best situation, we're going to go ahead and go in with it. Perfect. Taking them out. What are they going to come back in here with? And, oh, it is an Abomasnow. So this is great. Mawile is going to be able to wreck this entire team now. So what we're going to do is go ahead and take out this Beedrill here. We do need to shield up the charge move because, well, Drill Run's going to take us out. Yeah, that'll take out a whole little family of Shadow Mawile. So we're going to go ahead and shield that up. Very nice. Farming them down after a Power Punch, and this is just going to eat through that Abomasnow. Absolutely. Energy Ball, not going to cut it. Weather Ball, not going to cut it. So we're looking fantastic. Still going to hurt even though they're resisted. Energy Ball. Well, I'm running my mouth. What am I talking about? I don't even remember. So they do take us out with Energy Ball. Go in here with the Whiscash, hitting that Blizzard. Jeez. Looking good. Always nice to hold on to energy on those back Pokemon for a surprise up against your opponent. Now, this is a battle that I am very interested in seeing. I was like, holy cow, I've never done this before. So let's see how it plays out here. Alright, so seeing that they do resist the Power Punch and the Fire Fang, we're just going to go straight for the Iron Head here. I'm not even going to mess around. And we're landing that. Beautiful. After that happened, I was thinking, okay, this is looking pretty good here. We're going to let this Aqua Tail go through no problem. Because we have such a massive resistance to Dragon. I mean, it's not really threatening us with that. So they're bringing in Mandibuzz. We're going to go for another Iron Head here. Might as well take the advantage of the energy. And beautiful. And we're going to go ahead and swap. Now, I know I say you shouldn't swap when your Pokemon is low, just let them take you out. But since we do have that nice resistance to Dark with that Mawile, I figured since we already got one of their Pokemon, I think we'll be okay to swap into this right here. So let's just go ahead and do that. Anyways, going for the Avalanche. This will KO if they let it go through. I mean, did I really need to state that? I wanted to farm down, get in a little greedy here, and screwed up, so it's fine. What we're going to do is go in here with Whiscash and farm down. But they have a Frostlass swap in here, and I'm thinking, okay, this is not the best situation, but we can still make do. Mawile is still going to be able to do something for us. Go, Mawile, go. Beautiful. That was plenty of damage. That's all we needed it to do. But they still have a shield left, so how is this going to work? We're letting the Avalanche go through. Okay, getting a little bit brave here. And the Mandibuzz is not going to be able to hit us with a charge move here. It doesn't matter if they catch either at this point. We'll be perfectly fine. So you'll see exactly what happens. So they go for an Avalanche. We shield it up. They swap right at the last second there. The Frostlass has like 1 HP. We're going for the charge move. In comes Frostlass and down goes Frostlass. All right, so good game. Taking the win there. Let's keep it going here, folks. What are we going to be seeing next? Leading with Mawile the entire time, of course. Oh, shoot. It's this one. Yeah. Rainy cast form lead is going to be absolutely devastating for us. So we're going to swap into our Frostlass here and try to recover this battle. And we're going to go ahead and build up quite a bit of energy here. Make them think we're going for Shadow Ball. Let's see if we can get a shield. Beautiful. That's good. We're at a good start here. And now we're going to get to the Shadow Ball. If we get this connected, that's just going to be good. We can recover. Or if they want to give up 2 shields, we can still recover this. Because, well, Whiscash is, you know, it's going to be able to do some okay damage. Because usually Rainy Cast forms are going to be coming equipped with the Thunder. So they're just going to be spamming that Weather Ball. Oh, the Weather Ball, as you can see, is doing a lot of damage. But I have a feeling once I get this stinking thing out of the way, we'll be able to sweep up the team with the Mawile and the remainder health on the Whiscash here. So we're building up quite a bit. No need to go for Blizzard, right? And it's going to hit that one and hit the next one. We did use 1 shield. Now let's see what we can do and what they have back there. I'm very curious. Again, and a Mandibuzz. Okay, so thinking, processing. What can we do? Swap, Nidoqueen. Okay, and we've won. Why? I'm going to show you. We got a Blizzard to take out the Mandibuzz, and well, this Iron Head is going to do a lot of damage. We'll come in with Whiscash and farm down. The Mandibuzz didn't really farm too much. We still have a shield left. Yeah, pretty sure we're safe. They're going to have to use a charge move to take us out here. If they want to farm us with that quick flying move, then go for it. But I felt a little bit nervous. I was like, man, I should have got off Power Punch just to do chip. Because I don't know if Blizzard's going to KO. Mandibuzz is thick. Blizzard's the strongest ice move in the game. And oh, right, getting to the Mud Bomb and we take the win here. Wow, that was a close one. Getting a little too confident within myself with the commentary here. That was pretty close. They were probably a second away from hitting that charge move, and we take the win. So this team did pull me a couple of 5-0s, okay? All right, and I'll say it first. I'll be the first to say this, right? No, I've said it before too. Just because people are in lower ranks and we're around where I'm at this far in the season doesn't make them any less better than the first person who hit Legend, okay? What's going to happen is some people simply don't have time. Some people just don't care, and they're really good at PvP. They just don't play too often, and that's it. There's those 2 variables, right? Simple as that. Some people are struggling with the algorithm. Some people are just struggling in general. So, yeah, anyway. Let's go ahead and see what we have going on with the Obstagoon here. Shielding out the cross chop, we've seen this before, right? Power Up Punch is going to be extremely effective up against it because of the dark and normal typing, so we usually get a shield from the first one, and then they swap into a Golbat. As much as I wanted to stay there and go Iron Head, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Frostlass here. We have to look out for Shadow Ball, so I think we will shield it up, correctly calling that. Now, we're going to do that thing we did before, building up to 2 of these avalanches here, because, well, they know if they shield one up, they're going to get hit by another one, so it's pointless. So they're letting it go, holding on to the shield, or they just wanted to let it go. Can't, you know, put words into their mouth. Going for a Shadow Ball into their Frostlass here. This will get the last shield. Beautiful. Now I'm trying to think how am I going to win this. You know, it could still hit me with Shadow Ball on the Mawile, which is going to hurt. So there they go, hitting us with that. We are shieldless. They swap, though, into the Obstagoon. So we instantly bring in our Whiscash, and we're going to figure this out here together. So I'm thinking, okay, the Whiscash is going to take them out, right? We're going to go for these Mud Bombs. We're going to survive with a very little health. Very little health, and we want that at the end of this battle, because if the Frostlass is able to farm us up, it's not going to be looking good. Now I'm thinking the Whiscash is going to, you know, go down, and the Mawile is going to come in here and finish them off. But I think the Whiscash just goes to town with these Mud Bombs, and we take the win here. Or no, we swap into Mawile and take the win. Okay, memory's a little foggy. Here we go. All right, into the next battle here, folks. What are we going to be met with? Oh, Frostlass. That's, you know, beautiful. So they're going to be going into Whiscash, in which we're going to go ahead and, it's not quite reversed, but same Pokemon here on our teams. So unless they have a Shadow Mawile, which I highly doubt, this is a pretty good situation, I suppose. Mud Bombs do add up, but, you know, it's just Frostlass doing a ton of damage. But that Daddy Cash, it sure can spam those Mud Bombs at a very fast rate, and they do start adding up. Going for another one. And, oh, that's right. Okay, so this is a great example of greed on my end. Look how greedy and foolish I am. I should have took out that Whiscash like a minute ago. But I'm just going to town. I thought I was going to be able to farm down with 1 HP, and now I'm out of luck. Going in here with the Mawile, and they swap into their Diggersby. So you can see where this is going. I've already lost. They're not going for Fire Punch. They're going to go straight for Earthquake because that's just efficient. And yeah, so that's what I get for being too greedy, thinking I'm just going to farm down that Whiscash with a Frostlass. Oh, okay, at that range of health. So I'm pretty sure I deserve this loss here if that's what's going to happen. We'll have to see. Maybe I'm not going to lose. So we're going to go for a Blizzard here after they go for the Fire Punch. Obviously, I'm not going to be shielding that up, expecting them to go for it. I didn't think they were going to go for a, Earthquake with about an inch of health left. So going to go ahead and swap. They didn't even hit the bubbles for that Fire Punch. They're bringing in the Frostlass here, and I'm thinking, this is not recoverable. This is going to be a Shadow Ball, and then they're going to go for Earthquake. I don't know. We're going to let it go through, calling it. So I'm thinking maybe there's a little bit of a recover situation here. Come on. No, we're going to lose. Sorry to cut it off. That battle annoyed me. I messed up like an idiot. And to the next battle here, we're met with a Jirachi. Beautiful, beautiful. We love to see that. They're swapping into a Roserade, and I was like, okay, but Weather Ball. That's right. Don't forget about that Community Day move. I didn't necessarily forget about it, but I had to think about this situation. Did I really want to shield up? So we are not, and they come back in with Jirachi. We can go Whiscash. We can go Mawile. Now I have to make that decision here. Gonna go back in with Mawile. I have to make that decision here. Yeah, no kidding, Poke. All right, anyway. So going for the Power Punch. I'm going to go ahead and shield this up because we are going to be Fairy typing. Even though we are Steel typing, that does resist Steel itself. It's still going to hurt us being Shadow. They have a Togekiss in the back, so we're going to go straight Iron Head, and this is a win. Unless they shield it up, and then we'll just go for Blizzard on Whiscash. All right, letting it go through. Saving us both time and taking the win. Hey, nice sweater, my man. All right, what you got? And oh, all right, good lead for us here. And they're going to be swapping into a Quillfish. Man, that thing is quick. They already got to their charge move. That is nuts. So we're going to go ahead and let it go through, of course. And we do want to build up to that Shadow Ball. And we could bait with Avalanche, which is still actually going to do a lot of damage to Quillfish, as a matter of fact. But nah, I'm just going to go straight Shadow Ball here. Let's see if they want to let it go through. All right, sounds good. And one more Powder Snow taking them out. So we won that swap, which is fantastic. Going to get farmed down. But we're actually able to get to the Avalanche here, so this is just great. And then, of course, we're going to come back in here with Mawile instantly. We don't have to wait because the switch clock is already up. And here we are. We are up a shield, and good matchup here. Going to go straight for the Iron Head. I'm not going to stake this thing out. All right, what you got in the back? And ooh, that's GG for me. The Bomb of Snow. Mawile owns the Remix Cup, folks. Let's get it. And it's ranked so far behind. I love it. This one is interesting, the Noctowl. So this is going to be our last battle. And they swap into a Obstagoon. So I decided to stay here because we have Frostlass. Like, let's go back in with Frostlass. Power Punch is still going to hurt Obstagoon. Maybe I should have shielded that up. Okay, I should have shielded up that Cross Chop, I do believe. And we're going to go ahead and swap into this after I'm like, you know what? That was a stupid decision. Now our health is gone. So they get the boost here, and that's just making my situation even worse. Shielding up the Night Slash with our first shield. Going to go ahead and go for the Mud Bomb. And it's not going to KO. It's going to take a couple of these. And I'm not farming down. Not with that counter boost. Let's go ahead and take that thing out ASAP. They do not want to shield it up because they already know. Coming back in here with the Noctowl. Going to try to build up to that Blizzard. Unfortunately, I should have just hit the Mud Bomb to give them the illusion. But, you know, it happens. We're just going to go in here with Frostlass. At least they did use their energy. They're going to instantly swap into a Whiscash. So we can't go to Mawile because, well, it's just bad. But what we are going to do is we're going to, I do believe we catch with the Mawile. I'm pretty sure we shield this up. And then we try to catch with the Mawile. Trying to recover this battle. So we're throwing this first, of course. Okay, getting that last shield. And swapping to catch. Okay, not a bad catch. Now, what I was afraid they would do was just not tap. Under tap and farm, but they just, you know, took us out. Great. Building up a little bit of extra energy, and I'm getting a little confident. I'm like, yeah, we're going to avalanche that thing, and we're going to win. Building up, building up, building up. Almost 2. Going for the first one. How much is this going to do, folks? How close is this battle going to be? Not quite KOing, and they get to the charge move, and we take the loss. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Let's get it. Shadow Mawile. Take care, trainer.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!